Hey everyone, I am your astrologer Brittany with Horoscope.com. Here are 3 things you need to know in order to make today, Sunday, December 9th, 2018, a success. Now I am doing things just a little bit differently today. Life's just been a little bit crazy, moving around. Didn't have access to some of my tools and equipment that I normally use, so I'm doing things a little bit different for today. So just hang in there with me. This new moon was a crazy one. So I've got the chart up on the screen, and what I'm going to do is move my mouse around as I'm talking about things instead of drawing on the chart. The first thing that I do want to talk about is, of course, going to be right here where the moon is in Capricorn. When the moon's in Capricorn, it brings our attention, of course, to our career, our reputation. If not those things, it brings our attention to serious matters, to where exactly our life is going, and some responsibilities that it is that we have. I think these responsibilities are going to be super, super important, especially very, very early this morning, maybe even late last night into this morning. That's because the moon will have been at that time in a conjunction with Saturn. When the moon's in a conjunction with Saturn, it can bring feelings of restriction, feeling like it's not that easy for you to feel the way that you want to feel, because you have a lot of heavy stuff weighing on you that maybe you don't want to take care of. So there could definitely be some of that difficulty that we come into the morning with. However, if you take on the responsibility, think long-term, and don't get too upset if things emotionally feel out of sorts, I think there are a lot of good things that can eventually come throughout the day. That's because right around breakfast time, this moon is going to move further through Capricorn and make a sextile over here to both Neptune and Mars. And what that can bring, if you start to do the work and not complain too much and not get too upset, can bring a real sense of peace that can start to come to you around breakfast time and onwards. You can start to feel like you're overcoming the past, you're moving forward in a positive way, doing what needs to be done so that you can create the space that you need to overcome the past, to work with yourself internally and spiritually, and move forward. All right, so I do think there are some positive things that can come if you just hang tight, if you're feeling uncomfortable, and that's going to last with us for most of the day. The next alignment that is going to occur is going to be right around dinner time. At dinner time, this moon in Capricorn is going to move further through the sign and come into a conjunction with Pluto. What that can bring when the moon's in a conjunction with Pluto, I'll give you the good and the bad. The good, it can bring great feelings of transformation, like we're emerging as the butterfly from the cocoon of this year. What this year has been kind of crazy. A lot of transformations going on, and the moon in a conjunction with Pluto today can help us start to feel like we're finally transforming. We're changing ourselves. We're coming out on the other side of this transformation and rising in a much more beautiful way. If it doesn't make you feel like that, sometimes the moon in a conjunction with Pluto can bring up the exact opposite. It can make you feel scared, fearful about the future, about your life, about the direction your life is going in, about what is to come. And I think, again, maybe needing to watch your emotions, to balance your emotions, and to not let your emotions get the best of you really throughout most of the day, but also at the nighttime as well. Things are better than you think. I think things really are turning in a positive direction. It just may require a little bit more work, a little bit more effort, and a little bit more time in order for you to see the results in a more positive way and feel the way that you want to feel. And I think with my first point, really just needing to stick with it because the good things are coming even if it doesn't feel like it right now. The second thing I want to talk about is going to be right here where Chiron is in Pisces. Chiron has been stationing to go direct today. What this can bring here is a chance for you to really do some inner soul searching, examining your inner self, examining some things in your life that have been hard, especially in your past, and to really learn the lessons from the past, to gain wisdom from your experiences, and to come out on the other side feeling much better with more to share, to help, to heal. Great healing can come with this aspect as well, and to really get prepared for some of that to happen. Sometimes though with Chiron, in order for the healing to come, you may have to revisit some old wounds, go into some old things that were difficult for you so that you can then get the right perspective on them this time around, do things better, and learn from all of your mistakes in the past so you can move forward. But if you're not afraid to do that kind of soul searching and deal with that, I think lots of good insights can come that can help you heal, to move forward, and to feel more at peace about your life and about some new direction that your life may now be going in. Now, the third and last thing I want to talk about, perhaps I'll go here with the sun in a square with Mars. What this can make you is very active, very passionate in some way, maybe a little bit aggressive. I don't know if aggressive is the right word, but forceful, wanting to force things to happen. I think we've been like that for the past few days with the sun in a square with Mars, and now the sun is kind of moving out of this square with Mars. But I think, again, needing to be patient, needing to be calm throughout this process. You could be doing something new with the sun in Sagittarius after this new moon, and it can be feeling a little bit uncomfortable. We could be out of our comfort zone in some way, out of the things that we once knew and loved, and moving away from that. And I really do believe needing to realize to be patient here, to not freak out, for better or for worse, based on what's going on in your life, and to try your best to nurture yourself through this process, through this transformation that's occurring today as you step into some new or different life. I think you're going to be fine. I think you're better off perhaps than maybe you think you are right now. It's just getting through this transition between an old life into a new life, maybe feeling like you're a little bit here in both worlds. I think it's just hanging tight as all of this happens, not freaking out, don't act too soon here, and nurturing yourself through this process so that you can meet the demands of your new life in a much better way, feeling better with who you are altogether. So that is your daily planetary forecast for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you tomorrow.